Hey, this is the GTX 1660 Ti. This is it hooked up to my system. It's a really good card. It's for the Gigabyte 1660 Ti OC 8GB model. And these are the stats in CPU-Z and also in GPU-Z. We're going to run a few benchmarks here in just a second, and we'll show you how it runs. This is the CPU-Z for the NVIDIA's GeForce GTX 1660 that I'm selling. It does have a water block on it. It's described in the pictures. This is a Gigabyte 1660 Ti OC model. It does have the fans housing that comes with it, but right now it has a water block on it, and it will be shipped with the water block on it. It works great. I wouldn't take it off unless you plan on putting the fans back on it. All the screws are on the heat sink to put it back together if you do want to use it without the water cooler on it, but the water cooler works really well. This is the GPU-Z. We've got NVIDIA GTX 1660 Ti, 1600 megahertz, 1825. It's overclocked to 1825 megahertz memory with a base of 1500. Default clock is 1500. It's got a 1680 with a boost to 1980 with a default boost to 1800. It's overclocked to 1980. I'm going to run this benchmark here just to show you how it works. As you can see here, it's staying very cool, 42 degrees, 2145 megahertz, 98%, 35 frames per second, and it is running with OBS running at the same time. So normally it runs around 39 frames per second and drops down to 38, but with OBS it does lose a few frames. And it's running 42 degrees with the water block on there. And like I said, it's a really good water block. And 2126 points, 35 of them, like I said, that's with OBS running, recording this. So it does a little better without OBS running. Alright, going to do one more test just to show you how it works. I'm going to pull up Shadow the Tomb Raider and run the in-game benchmark for that one. Okay, we're GTX 1660 Ti, GTX 1660 Ti. Go ahead and hit play. Alright, now like this is with OBS running, recording this, so it's going to eat up a few of the frames per second. But here we'll go into the options, the graphics, and you can see full screen's on, GTX 1660 Ti. AMD Fidelity FX is on, VSync is off, PA stereo volume is off, graphics set to ultra, ray tracing is off. So we're going to run the benchmark.
Estaré aquí toda la noche.
¡Hey! ¡Cuidado, niños!
And any stuttering you see is the OBS. It is not the graphics card. It is running very smooth. After this run, I will turn the VSync on and run it again, and it should smooth out. You can see by the frame rate it's pretty constant. It's not stuttering. It's very smooth on my monitor. And you can see even with the OBS running, it averages 72 frames per second. It's a lot higher without the OBS. You can see it here. We're going to run the benchmark. And if you look, you can see it skipping on here, but on here it's just smooth. You see how smooth it is there. And then you look over on the OBS where it's kind of stuttery, but then you go back here and you can see how smooth it is. You can see how stuttery it is there and how smooth it is here. As you can see, the OBS is skipping a little bit, but the picture on my monitor is very smooth, very clean. I'm sorry to repeat that, but and there we go.